Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, I have in my hand the Firefly 2S Nano Baby. Now mine has been used and abused because I've been flying it for a while, and I will say this thing is really durable. I have crashed it several times, as you can probably see here, and it just keeps on a-ticking. So what is this exactly? Well, it's a tiny little FPV drone with a carbon fiber frame with motors that are ridiculously powerful. It runs on a 2S battery. It goes so fast that it's going to blow your mind. So something this small that weighs next to nothing, check out the weight. This is the weight with the battery. My God, this thing here just cruises like you would not believe. As a matter of fact, I flew it in my house and I had my wife following as I was flying this. She had a GoPro in her hand to follow it as I was flying around the house. And well, I added a little bit too much throttle and watch what happened. So you can fly this in the house if you wish, but man, you really have to take it easy on the throttle, or you need a really big house. My house is not very big, so going around, you could run into some areas going around corners and stuff. I hesitated a lot. Other things I can tell you about this, I believe there's 3 receivers you can get. You can get ELRS, you can get XM, FR-Sky XM, and I think you can get crossfire receivers. I have the ELRS because it makes it the lightest. This is not very expensive. So what I'm holding in my hand, the whole configuration, is around $160 US. I believe that's the price. Of course, if you want to get something that's not analog and you want to get digital, they make that as well, and that's going to bump up the price by like $100. So you can get it in DJI Vista if you want, you can get it in HD0 if you want, and you can get it in Walksnail if you want. Now Flywoo does recommend the 450 milliamp hour LiPo battery. It's a 2-cell, and you can also get a 750. They say if you go with the 450, then it turns into a race quad, and I believe them, they're not lying. If you put the 750 on, you'll get 12 minutes flight time. It slows it down because it's a bit more weight, but if I were one of you guys watching right now, I'd go with the 750 because you get more flight time than you do with the 450. Honestly, this is fast. If you really want to go fast, like insanely fast, well then get the 450. So you can see around me here, it's kind of dull because it just stopped raining, so I'm out here now doing this review. I did fly it earlier in the rain. You can see me out here in my local park flying it around. I'll tell you one negative I noticed while flying it is if you crash it, it is so tiny, it's very hard to find. So when you're flying this, keep it near you if you're going to fly it in a large park, or record your video so that if you do crash, you can play back your video and see exactly where you crashed, because this thing here, it hides under the blades of grass. Now it's so very small that the camera up front is just like a pinhole camera. It's nothing exciting, so you're not going to use this for cinema flying or anything like that, but it's just enough to get back to your goggles so you can see where you're going. You can put external cameras on it. It is extremely powerful. It can lift almost anything. No, you can't put a GoPro 11 on it, but you can put little cameras like an Insta360 Go or a Go 2 on it, or a peanut camera, anything like that will work fine. So in all the videos of me flying this, I was using my Fat Shark goggles and recording the video inside. So if the video looks really crappy because it's dull out, well, that's what you get inside. I do have some video where I flew it on a sunny day. You can see me flying in the backyard here on a sunny day with the Fat Sharks. The video's playing. Still, it's Fat Shark quality, but on a sunnier day it looks a little bit better. Also for the radio, I use an ELRS TX12, which works quite well. Now a question I always get is how noisy is this little thing? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly it right here in front of me. I don't have a lot of room. See, there's my hand, there's the camera. So from there to here is all the room I have. I'm going to take this and fly it here, and I'm just going to sit back in this chair as far as I can, and the spinning blades of death, I will try to make it fly here, and you will hear it in the microphone, so listen. So this is extremely powerful. Like the slightest movement on the throttle, it's going up in the air, but I'm going to shut up and you can listen to it. There we go. You can catch it easy if you just hit the arm switch. Now, as I mentioned, you can put a camera like an Insta360 Go on here. Insta360 Go's require a lot of sunlight, so I do have some video of me flying it around with this, but there's not a lot of sunlight, so it looks really, really dull, but you get better footage than if you're using the internal camera here. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fly it around the backyard here. There's not a lot of room. It goes really fast, so I'm probably going to crash it, but we'll give it a shot. But before I do that, let me show you what comes in the box. So check this out and then come back to me and I'm going to fly it around. This is the box your Firefly 2S Nano comes in, and these are the specifications of the Firefly I used in this review. The first thing you're going to notice when you take it out of the box is how very tiny it is. Then you're going to notice how very well made it is. I do not believe you can destroy this quad, unless you do something on purpose, flying it at high speed into concrete. Other than that, it is a solid build. The battery connector is an XT30. You can order batteries off the website. You can get the 420 or the 750. Each battery does have a different size battery holder. Prop guards are also available, but must be ordered on the website. Normally you get the same color prop guards as your drone, but if you want different colors, you can do that. They all match up nicely. Please note that you do get a canopy as seen here with each of the colors, but that canopy is designed for, HT0, Vista, or whatever unit you have in the drone you ordered. Spare props are also included, as well as some extra screws and nuts, and a prop guard direction card, as well as your customer service card. All right, let's go for a flight. I'm just gonna put it right here. It's going to take off and go towards the fence behind me. Stay there. Don't fall over because I can't pick you up. It's going to fall over. Hang on. There we go. Stay. Stay. Here we go. Going around the backyard, and I'm going to try to keep it nice and stable so I don't hit anything, and coming down this way. I'm going to tell you why it is so fast. It's not only because the motors are crazy powerful. Oop, a little bit low there. It's not only because of that, but I'll show you as soon as I finish this. I'm going to come over my shoulders here nice and slow. There we go. It's because the camera is set at an angle to be looking upwards like an FPV drone. So in order for me to look straight, I keep hitting the ground. In order for me to look straight, I have to tilt it forward. And if you tilt this drone forward, well then, whoa, I felt that wind. Well, then you're going to go really fast. So I am trying not to tilt it forward. I'm just trying to trickle it forward to go around my backyard here. If my explanation about why it was so fast did not make enough sense, let me just show you right here. So as I hold this here little quad level, you'll notice that like on all FPV drones, the camera faces up a little bit. This one, you cannot change the camera. Let me just hold it like that so it focuses. It is stuck in the mount that way. You'd have to cut the mount to change it. So because of that, because it points up slightly, in order for it to look forward when I have my goggles on, I want to look forward, so I naturally tilt it like this. As soon as you tilt a drone like that, it wants to go forward. That's what it does. So it goes really fast like that. I can't do any flips or rolls because there's not a lot of room to come out of it. I'll just crash as soon as I do a flip or roll. But you can do cool things. I'll go around the bird feeder here. Fly around that. There we go. There we go. Go around that. So you can fly this in your backyard if you have a tiny backyard like mine. You can fly it indoors if you have a tiny indoors, but you really have to control the throttle. So, oh, look at that, a tree. All right, so I'm going to bring it down for a landing. I'm going to try to slow it down here. And let's come down. I don't want to go and look at my roof, but let's bring it over my shoulder, and I'm going to hit the arm switch. Coming around, and now. And we're coming down. So there you have the flight. It went well. Now I should also mention that you do get extra props with this that you saw in the unboxing, and I will say the props are really durable. I still have the same props on. I have smashed and crashed them many times, and I don't know if I can bring it close. I don't know, maybe you can see it. The front ones right underneath the camera, you can see they're slightly damaged. To put my hand behind so it focuses, but I'm still flying on the same damaged props that normally you might change after a while, but no, still flies perfectly fine. Doesn't make any weird sounds or anything. So I like this. I think it's really good. I think the price is good for about 160 bucks. I don't know if that comes with batteries. You'll have to check the website. You might have to order batteries separate. I'm guessing you do. You can get, where did I put them? You can get, as you saw in the unboxing, the prop guards. You can change the color. If you're going to fly it indoors and you're not very good at flying FPV, then I would put the prop guards on because you saw what happened with me. So you might want to pick those up as well. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions on this, just post your questions below. The link to this product is below. Go check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in future reviews with many more drones and other cool products. Until then, I say bye.